Welcome back to the Cool Fears channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 33 of my in-depth behind-the-scenes toy photography video series here on the Cool Fears channel. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video series, I go in depth at a shot that I took from my Epic Shots by Cool Fears page. That's where I post my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics. In this video, I will go in depth about my setup, my lighting, the figures I used in the photo, my idea behind the pic, and the process overall. So as you guys did see, John took a bit of a tumble right there. And I did spend a little bit of time trying to balance him out again, getting him to stand. Unfortunately, he did not want to stand. And well, after having spent 30 minutes trying to re-stand him up, I went ahead and just decided to slap a base on him. So yeah, that's why he is currently on a base. But for the original photo, he was not on a base. He was actually balancing, which once again did take quite a bit to do. But I was able to take at least 2 pictures with him standing without any kind of help. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out real quick. But before we get started, of course, shout out and thank you to channel sponsor Entertainment Earth. Check out my Entertainment Earth affiliate link down in the description below to check out some cool figures, get some free shipping, and help support the channel. So yes, guys, John Wick Chapter 4 comes out this week, and I am super excited. To be honest, I wasn't really too excited for it at first because it was another John Wick movie. I mean, as much as I love the franchise and everything, it's kind of getting a little tiresome on the action and everything, but I've actually heard the opposite. You know, a lot of people were expecting the same. A lot of people were expecting to be tired of all the, you know, crazy action scenes and everything. However, I've heard that they've actually done some things to change things up and keep things interesting. So now I am very much excited. Leading up into this film, I kind of stayed away from like all the advertisements, all the trailers and everything. Like I said, I was going to see it. I really was. I just wasn't as excited as I had been for the previous entries. Mainly because I feel like they're kind of revealing a little too much about John at this point. You know, the best part about the original film was that it was a very vague backstory. We got these little tidbits here and there, but it wasn't too fleshed out. And I think that was what was very key about that first movie, is that we were meeting this character who has already lived a life that we have no idea about, and that we get to learn about as the movie progresses, as he's having to reutilize these skills that he learned as an assassin to get vengeance for his fallen dog. So yeah, guys, but like I said, Chapter 4 is coming out this week. I am super excited now that I've heard all these great things about it, and so I figured, why not do a John Wick photo? So this is the Mezco John Wick, the very controversial Mezco John Wick, and I can definitely see why. I haven't really messed with this guy too much, but in trying to pose him and trying to get him in position for this photo, I can see why people had their gripes with the body, the articulation, and even the suit. It's not Mezco's best tailoring on the suit jacket. As you can see, the shoulders are very protruding out, and it just doesn't look like it fits him too well. They had to go with the single jointed elbow for some odd reason on this guy, with no bicep swivel. I mean, one of the most action oriented characters, and they decided not to give him double jointed elbows or bicep swivel, so that was another mark against them. But other than that, he's still a phenomenal figure, and definitely my choice to put up against the Gang of Pink Skulls. So yes, the Gang of Pink Skulls is just there to represent all the different types of enemies that he's gone up against, you know. So yeah, this was a really fun one. In fact, I had a completely different idea in mind for this photo when I first went to go do it, but I wanted to get some reference points, and so I just basically googled John Wick action shot or action scene, and so many great photos popped up that for the next 4 or 5 weeks you guys are going to be getting some John Wick / Pink Skull action for the weekly Epic Shots by Cool Fears picks, because I found some really cool ones that I really want to try my best at recreating with the Pink Skulls and John Wick. So we will see if I will be able to do it. So like I said, the original idea for this photo was completely different. He was actually supposed to be running and gunning. Basically, they were supposed to be coming at him with ninja swords, and he was going to stop the slashing attack with his left hand, and with his right hand and handgun he was just going to blast away at the Pink Skull. However, like I said, I wanted to find some sort of reference shot in a movie. I feel like I've seen him do it, but I cannot remember exactly where. And when I did, I went ahead and found so many great action shots, and this was one of them. Well, it was basically him just walking away at the end of the first movie, but I decided to add all the pink skulls in the background and all the carnage and all the aftermath, essentially, of where John has gone. I went ahead and decided to go with this shot because I was already running late in my day, and this was a fairly easy shot to set up. I say fairly because, like I said, standing him and posing him without that stand in that walking pose did take quite some time. But thankfully I was able to manage to get at least 2 different shots, and so hopefully one of them looks decent enough to post. It should be. I think one of them came out really well. So yeah guys, that pretty much wraps up everything from the ground level, so why don't we go ahead and grab the camera so we can take a look at the setup and the lighting from the top down. Alright guys, so here we are at the top of the setup so we can take a look at all the lightings and everything. We do have 2 key lights right here at full brightness in order to light up the entire scene. It's not too dark and gritty of an image, so basically just have them at full brightness. We do have a cool blue light right here at kind of medium to low brightness, not too much, but we do have, of course, the warm orange light in the back right there at full brightness. We do have a cube light down here in order to capture that atmosphere aerosol in the background, and that is pretty much it in terms of lights. Yeah, that pretty much wraps that up, but I do want to highlight some of these pink skulls because I did put some time into setting them up, and the atmosphere aerosol and the blurring of the background kind of took it away from me, so I couldn't really show these guys too much in detail since, you know, the background was blurred and the atmosphere aerosol is all in the sky. So as you can see, we have this guy right here hunched over. We have these 3 guys just bleeding out on the ground. This guy's bleeding from his mouth on the barrel, and this guy, well, John went for the jugular. So yeah guys, let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any questions about toy photography, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Are you excited for the new John Wick Chapter 4 movie? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below, I'm back. That way I know you've made it this far and you're enjoying the content. With that being said guys, let's go ahead and watch the time lapse of me setting up this image, some behind the scenes shots, the final image, and of course the final edit of the image. With that being said, shout out and thank you to channel sponsor once again, Entertainment Earth. Check out my Entertainment Earth affiliate link down in the description below to check out some cool figures, get some free shipping, and help support the channel. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.